And good evening, everyone, and welcome into the Keating Sports Center for tonight's Northern Athletics Collegiate Conference matchup. Men's basketball here in the NAC between the visiting Marian University Sabres and your Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. Hello, everyone. This is Eric Willowhite, the Sports Information Director for Illinois Tech Athletics, welcoming you into our broadcast on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Tonight, the 6-0 Marian Sabres will take on the 1-5 Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks. This is the first conference game in the NAC for Marian. The Scarlet Hawks already played one conference game at Concordia, Chicago, and they lost that one, so they're 0-1 in conference play, 1-5 overall. As far as the last games played for these two teams, Marian actually lost out in San Diego the day before Thanksgiving, but that was a non-counter, as that one was against a Division I opponent, so it didn't count against their overall record, but they did lose that game. The Scarlet Hawks' last game was this past Saturday. They lost a tough one to North Central College here in Naperville, Illinois. That's where they're out of. Score 74-60. Now our national anthem. All right, now we're going to get into the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Marian University Sabres, head coach Drake Daner in his sixth season. Assistant coaches Tyler Jones, Bob Hoffmaster, Chris Saberlick, and Dick Diener. Sophomore forward from Chicago, number 2, Andrew Ayeni. A junior guard from Chicago, number 4, Brandon Adorno. Senior guard from Appleton, Wisconsin, number 5, Eli Vogel. A junior guard from Homer Glen, Illinois, number 15, Alex Vasilakis. And a sophomore guard from Appleton, Wisconsin, number 34, Sam Gingras. Those are your starters for the Sabres. Sabres will be in their traveling blue with black numerals and white trim around the numbers. For the Scarlet Hawks, head coach Terrence T.J. Gray in his 5th season leading the Scarlet Hawks men's program. Assistant coaches Ebenezer Nunu, Alok Iyer, Standell King, and assisting tonight Derek Faulkner. A senior guard from Chicago, number 3, DeAndre Vortez. Junior guard forward from San Juan, Puerto Rico, number 10, Dario Biaggi. Sophomore forward from Chicago, number 11, Joshua Iguade. Sophomore guard from Alameda, California, number 22, Nicholas Ortiz. And a junior guard forward from Island Lake, Illinois, number 30, Garrison Carter. Those are your starters for the Scarlet Hawks. The Hawks in their home white with red numerals and black trim. They'll be going right to left to start things off here in the first half. The Sabres will be going left to right on your viewing screen. We do have 2 cameras in operation tonight, although the second camera will kind of be more, maybe mostly for replay. We might switch to it on occasion, but we will keep the main overhead camera, the one you're seeing now, the one that we will use for the broadcast. It'll be Joshua Iguati in the center circle going up against Sam Gingras. And the Hawks win the tip. Garrison Carter will throw that back to Nick Ortiz, who's getting pressured right at the half-court stripe. Iguati getting double team, loses the ball, and that's going to be picked up by Andrew Ayeni. So early turnover for the Scarlet Hawks. And the Sabres, their first crack on offense here. Up top to Ayeni. Oh, nice pass inside, cutting Adorno for the bucket. Marian takes the early lead. And another giveaway there, saved, however, by Carter, who lobs it up to Iguati. Wasn't able to handle it. He was trying to possibly throw it up all in one swoop, but went out of his hands, and the Sabres recovered. So a couple back-to-back turnovers for the Skyhawks. Oh! Iguati looked to leave his post there. He was heading upfield, and then that left Marian, and Vasilakis just said, oh, if you're going to leave that paint open, I'm going to take it, and that's exactly what he did. 4-0 Marian. There's Carter. Carter will cut in the lane. He's fouled on his way to the bucket, and that'll be on the floor. And the foul is on number 44. 44, that can't be right. No. That foul's not right. There's no 44 on there.
Hey, flash debris. No face. Flash debris. Flash debris.
That one might have been on 34. So, yeah, we're going to give that foul to Gingras, got the foul. And referee stopped the clock. They needed to get a full 30 seconds on the clock there. .18:40 on the game clock. Four to 1's your score as Carter made one of two at the free throw strike there. So now the Sabres in action. Ooh, that one almost went over and back. A nice save there by Vogel. Now Vogel spins, throws it to Ayeni. Ayeni drives. Nice spin move, lays it off the glass and in. Andrew Ayeni with the bucket and a 6-1 lead for the Sabres. And we did have a substitution for the Hawks. Into the game is Jace Gooley. He replaced Josh Iguati. Now pass down to Carter, and he throws it off the glass and in. So Garrison Carter gets the bucket, and the Hawks cut their deficit in half, 6-3. A little pressure being applied by the Hawks there, and the Sabres are able to get that one over. There's Adorno. Adorno now to Gingras. Gingras spins in the lane, lays it off the glass and in. So Sabres right now getting what they want inside the paint. And obviously with Josh Iguati not in there, defense is going to have to step up. No easy buckets, but that's where the Sabres have been earning their pay right now, is inside the paint. Here's Carter, kick out to Biaggi. And leave it to Vortes. Vortes tried to get that pass to Gooley, but that's intercepted. And a layup knocked out of the hands of Adorno by Vortes, but that'll be Marian ball. With 17:03 to go here in the first half. 8-3 lead for Marian. Inbound underneath their basket. It'll be Adorno. And finds Ayeni. Ayeni. Pass was tipped, but then it was picked up by Vasilakis. And then he loses the ball. And then the Hawks give it right back. Bounce pass to Vasilakis, but no connection there. Ortiz makes the steal and kicks it up to Vortez. Vortez in the paint. Tries the Euro step off the rim and in, or off, and pulled down by the Sabres and Vogel. 8-3 Marian, 16-33. And another lay-in off the glass, that time by Adorno. Adorno has 4 points now. 10-3 Marian. Inside, kicking it out to Biaggi for three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Vogel. Now, fast break there. Ortiz going to throw it to Gooley. Gooley's shot rims off the glass, off the rim and in, and he'll get the and one. Basket counts. The foul's going to be on number 4, Brandon Adorno. That was a big bucket for the Hawks. They needed that one.
Hey, we're going to go black to green. Okay? Black to green. Hey, Jace, you're at the top. Jace at the top.
Gooley makes the free throw. Cuts the Hawks deficit to 4. They trail 10-6 now. And a quick 3 points for Jace Gooley. Gooley coming off the North Central game. He was the leading scorer for the Hawks and tied for the game high with 20 points. Scored 18 points in the second half. He's 20 total in 19 minutes played. So that was kind of a breakout performance for Gooley, the first-year player from Cypress, Texas. That shot rolls off the rim, so the Hawks catch a break there. And now Carter will give that over to Gooley. Kicked up in transition and laid in by Gingras. Now the Marian doubles up their lead 12-6. That's 4 points for Gingras. Here's Vortez. Vortez splits a pair of defenders. Oh, what a shot! What a shot there by Vortez. Let's take a look at that one on the replay. Vortez laying that one in. What a shot. Cuts the Hawks deficit to 4, 12-8.
Back up, Nicky now. Hands, Rio, go. All right, come on, Trey, let's go.
Now here's Vogel. Vogel looking for an outlet. Ball saved somehow. And Vortez will bring it up court. Throws it off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Carter, up and in. Hawks trail by 2, 12-10. Take a look at that effort by Carter. So rebound by Carter, puts it up and in. And the Hawks trail by 2, 12-10. Substitution for Marian. Actually, no substitution. Take that back because that shot goes wide from Ayeni. It was the Hawks, and Owen Walsh checked in, along with Alan Watatani. Here's Biaggi up high, over to Carter. Carter hands it off to Biaggi. Rolls to the top of the key. Walsh. Now Garrison Carter inside the paint. Tried to spin inside there, and he's going to get called for the travel. So the traveling call on Carter. And now we'll have some Marian substitutions checking in. 10 and 11. Malik Hall and Trey Jenkins coming in, along with number 24, Harper Krolak.
Hey, go.
Actually, no. Jenkins is coming out. So Krolak in for Jenkins, apparently. Coming out for Marian was Gingras and Vogel. And we get a Hawk foul as now coming in is Trey Jenkins, and Jenkins will take the place of Brandon Adorno for Marian. Coming in for the Scarlet Hawks will be Miles Townsend, first year guard. Garrison Carter will check out. So those are your substitutions. Again, 12-10 Marian. Marian will inbound the ball underneath their basket and get it over to Jenkins up high. And now Krolak. Krolak feeding Ianni. Krolak kicks it out. And a jumper, three-pointer, good by Vasilakis. Marian goes up 15-10. Vortez, jumper, free throw line, good. Nice work inside the lane, step back, and two-pointer for Vortez. Hawks trail 15-12 as Josh Aguadi will get ready to check back in for the Hawks. Krolak feeding Ianni. Ianni inside to Jenkins, and he lays it off the glass and in. Marian getting those inside buckets again. They've scored a ton of points in the paint so far. And now here's Townsend. Oh, off the foot of Vortez, and they're going to say it is Marian ball. And now Vortez, a little slow to get up, but he's back on his feet. Vasilakis will check out, and coming in for Marian will be number 25. That's Jack Field. Aguadi checks in for the Hawks. And we're going to get a timeout. Timeout called by the Scarlet Hawks. 17-12 is the score. In favor of Marian. We'll keep it here for the timeout. It's only a 30-second timeout. Yeah, let's take another look at that DeAndre Vortez finger roll. A windmill, and putting that one in for the Hawks. Oh, so it is Illinois Tech ball. So what they called a timeout is Vortez was able to get a timeout. Vortez with the three. Deep three off the back of the iron, no good. Rebound pulled down, but then they're going to call it traveling. I think Aguadi got a little confused thinking with the shot clock came off. But because that one hit the rim, the clock reset, but he might have thought that the clock had expired, and then he, this is just speculation. He might have, got confused there, and that forced the travel or caused the travel. Either way, it's Marian ball, 17-12. Vasilakis. Jenkins loses it. Vasilakis able to track it down just by the half-court stripe. And Field hands it to Vasilakis. Driving the lane, left-hand layup and in. What a shot by Alex Vasilakis. Another point in the paint for the Sabres. They lead 19-12. Carter cuts to the lane. Gets the ball back. He's double-teamed. And we're going to get a foul. That one's going to go on Jenkins. Trey Jenkins with the foul on the floor. Nick Ortiz is going to come back in, and coming out will be Miles Townsend. Vortez will rebound underneath the Hawks basket. And Ortiz lays it off. And no good. We'll go the other way. Here's Field with the three-pointer. No good. Rebound, Ortiz. Ortiz looking to push it up court. There's Aguadi in the lane. He's blocked. And that's going to go out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball. So Ortiz got it down to Aguadi. Tried to go up with it, but good hustle defense by the Sabres to save the basket. And now Biaggi. Vortes, three-pointer in the corner. Off the iron, no good. Rebound Aguadi. Now Carter. Carter drives, lays it off. No good. Rebound Field. Here's Harper Krolak. Krolak back to Field. And now Trey Jenkins. Jenkins. Here's Krolak. Oh, that was actually Field. He misses the shot. Pushed up to Carter. Carter will slam. Well, Carter puts it down. And the Hawks get the bucket. 19-14 now. Marian with the 5-point lead. Let's take a look at that slam there by Garrison Carter. And we get a foul. That one is going to go on Dario Biaggi. So Biaggi with the foul. Jace Gooley will check in for Biaggi. Foul on the floor. Inbounding is Krolak. And that one tried to feed it to Jenkins, but it rolled off of Jenkins and out of bounds. And that'll be an Illinois Tech ball on the turnover. So 19-14 your score. The Sabres out in front with 10-10 to go here in the first half. Ortiz to Carter. Press being put on here by the Sabres. Carter's able to break it and get it back to Ortiz. You can hear head coach TJ Gray in the background here, or maybe in the foreground. Get it over to Vortes. Now he'll switch sides, find Gooley. Gooley looking for an outlet. There's Aguadi. Carter with 3 seconds on the shot. In and out, no good. Rebound pulled down by Vasilakis and the Sabres. There's Krolak. Krolak to Field. Jack Field leaves it now inside, swatted down. That was Malik Hall. Well, the foul is on Jace. They said White won, so that's on Jace Gooley. And that'll bring Owen Walsh to the scorer's table to check in. Shooting foul, so to the line to shoot two is Malik Hall. Hall misses the first. And Owen Walsh will check in now for Jace Gooley. Second attempt by Hall is good. And 20-14 is your score. Sabres with the pressure. Here's Walsh. Walsh picks up his dribble over to Ortiz. Kicks it now to Vortes. Vortes, baseline jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Carter. Loses the handle, but gets it back up. Shot is blocked. Kicks out to Vortes. Jumper in the lane, good. DeAndre Vortes picked up the loose change, and he has his 6th point of the game. Carter with 7, Vortes with 6. That's 13 of your 16 points for Illinois Tech. They trail 20-16. Now here's Field. Krolak bumps off of Ortiz, drives the lane, spins, kicks it out to Vasilakis. And now Malik Hall. Over on the near side, driving Krolak, and a block by Aguadi. .8:31 to go in the game clock, first half. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Field, and leaves it for Trey Jenkins. Three-pointer, rebound, no good. And the ball goes to Owen Walsh. Walsh will drive. Leads it to Carter, and Carter lays it in. The Hawks trail by 2, 20-18. Nice play there by the Hawks. as Carter gets that ball and lays it in. And they cut their deficit to 2. 20-18. And now we got Nicholas Ortiz on the ground. He's a little bit shaken up. Back on his feet, Alan Watatani. Looks like he'll come in for Ortiz, who got wrenched up on his back there. "20 seconds put back on the shot clock, and now in the game for Marian is Jazz Orozco. He's checking in for Vasilakis with 7:58 to go, a 20-18 lead for Marian. Checking back in, Sam Gingras. Well, he will go. Now the referees are talking it over. And the referees are still talking it over. It'll be Gingras for Jenkins as soon as that sub is confirmed. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock. And now Roscoe will head over and talk to Coach Diener. Referee still talking it over here. They don't seem to be in agreement on what should be taking place, and now, so they're going to say 12 seconds on the shot clock. So no reset on the shot clock. So that was what the conversation was about. 7:58 on the game clock, 12 on the shot clock. Substitution did happen, though, so Orozco did come in for Vasilakis. And Gingras came in for Trey Jenkins. Those are your substitutions for Marian. Kick out over to Orozco. Also in there is Ayeni. Orozco, 6 seconds on the shot clock. Here's the three off the iron, no good from Gingras. And we're going to get a push. I believe that is on Alan Watatani. Yeah, number 4. So Watatani with the push. And that's going to be on the floor. So Watatani out. Back in will be Nicholas Ortiz. As Jace Gooley had stepped up, but then Ortiz went in instead for the Hawks. It was a fresh 20 put on the clock, shot clock for the Sabres. Ayeni fakes the three. Now drives the paint, kicks it over to the near side. Malik Hall's shot goes down. Rebound pulled down by Carter. Carter with the kick to Ortiz. Lays it in. And Ortiz able to get the equalizer for the Hawks. Marian gets the bucket right back. Here you see the bucket for Ortiz, able to control that and lay that in. 22-20, Marian out front. Walsh kicks it to Aguadi. And now Carter. Carter just outside the key. No good. Rebound pulled down by Harper Krolak. Krolak spins around Walsh. Kicks it back to Ayeni. Ayeni drives on Aguadi. Cuts in. And that's going to be a foul on Aguadi. That'll be a shooting foul. Ayeni will go to the line to shoot 2. And waiting to come in for the Hawks will be number 10, Dario Biaggi for Marian. Checking in, back in will be number 4, Brandon Adorno. 2 shots for Andrew Ayeni. Marian out front 22-20 with 6:43 to go. Here in the opening half. First free throw is good by Ayeni. And Biaggi for Vortez. And Adorno in for Harper Krolak as Ayeni makes the second. Marian goes out front 24-20. For Ayeni, that's his 4th point of the game. 3 players with 4 points. Ayeni, Adorno, and Gingras. Turnover, and coming down and laying it off the glass and in is Brandon Adorno. That's 6 for Adorno. Marian back up by 6, so the Hawks had tied it up. And we get the timeout called by Illinois Tech. That's her 2nd timeout. And this timeout 30-second timeout for Illinois Tech, so 30-second timeout. 26-20 is your score. And Coach Gray having a conversation with the official about the timing of the timeout there. They're still having a conversation, so assistant coaches will take over the huddle conversation as Coach Gray has a conversation with the official regarding, I believe it's regarding the timeout timing. So Coach Gray just kind of absorbing that conversation from the official there. A look of incredulous look. 26-20, Hawks will inbound the ball, 24 seconds on the shot clock. Marian up front by 6. And now Carter will bring it over the timeline. Walsh up high, drops it to Biaggi. Biaggi spins up high, over to Ortiz. Now Carter on the near side. Garrison Carter drives, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. That's going to be on Sam Gingras. So for Gingras, I believe that's his 2nd foul. Hawks will inbound, and coming back in for Marian will be number 5, Eli Vogel. Vogel in, and Malik Hall out. Walsh looking for an outlet, finds Iguati in the near corner. Iguati over to Ortiz, 16 on the shot clock. Here's Carter. Near side Ortiz. Now Iguati on the baseline. Iguati double team, kicks it out to Ortiz. 3-pointer off the iron, no good. Rebound Marian and Vogel. Here's a Roscoe to Ayeni. And now Adorno. Adorno looking to drive the lane, kicks it over to Vogel, Eli Vogel. Finds Ayeni. Ayeni drives the baseline, spins, gets a second chance, and he leaves it to a Roscoe, lays it in. Once again, Marian getting what they want in the glass there. We'll have to take a look at those stats in the paint here to kind of give you an idea of where they've scored there, but the majority of their baskets have come in the paint on baskets just like that. Here's Iguati, top of the arc, over to the far side to Biaggi, behind the back dribble. And now Walsh. Walsh will drive, lays it up off the glass, no good. The rebound pulled down Adorno. 28-20 Marian, 4:28 to go here in the first half. Kicked up high. Here's Ayeni with a 3-pointer. No good. Carter will pull down the rebound. Vortez waiting to check in for the Hawks at the next opportunity. As Ortiz leaves it to Carter. Carter. Now Walsh. Walsh. Across the key to Ortiz. Ortiz spins, goes baseline. Tries to kick it back to Iguati. That's knocked away. And coming out with it is Adorno. Adorno behind the back, pass to Ayeni. And now Marian will slow it down. Here's Adorno driving. That ball's knocked loose. 19 seconds on the shot clock. We got a pair of substitutions for the Hawks. As coming in is Vortez and Gooley. Coming out will be Iguati and Ortiz for the Hawks. So you can see Ortiz still looks a little bit shaken up from that fall. That back tightened up on him. 30-second timeout for Marian now with 28-20 is your score with 3:44 to go in the opening half. We'll take an audio break here. You're watching Illinois Tech Scarlet Hawks basketball on Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Back at the Keating Center, Marian inbounds. Here's Ianni. 17 on the shot clock. Ianni, far corner. Gets it up high to Gingras. Now Adorno. Vogel back to Adorno. Top of the three. And they're going to say he traveled. Traveling call on Adorno. Hawks will inbound here on the sideline. It'll be Jace Gooley. Ortiz being pressured there by Adorno. Gets it up to Ortiz. Oh, the lane opened up. Kick to Biaggi. Three-pointer in the corner. No good. Kick back out to Biaggi. He's trailed from behind. Lays it off the glass. No good. Too strong. And a rebound pulled down by Gingras. The Hawks missing on a couple opportunities there from Biaggi. Couldn't take advantage of the turnover. Now here's Orozco drives the lane. And the bucket and the foul. The foul on Ortiz as Jazz Orozco with the nice drive. And that'll give Marian a 10-point lead. 6 points for Orozco. And for Biaggi, he'll sit out with the foul. Owen Walsh checks back in. Also coming back in for the Sabres is Alex Vasilakis checking out Sam Gingras. Get another conference game here for the Scarlet Hawks and the first conference game of the season for the Sabres as we open up conference play in full swing here for both teams. Here's Carter. Carter leads it for Vortes. He'll step back. Ball knocked away and picked up Ianni with the steal. Euro step, feeding it back into Vasilakis. That ball's knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Marian ball. $20 on the shot. Marian will inbound. 31-20 is your score in favor of the Sabres. Kick to Ianni, far corner, three, no good. Rebound Vortes. Vortes with the quick dish to Carter. Carter pauses across the key to Gooley with three, no good. Rebound pulled down Vogel. Down to 2:19 remaining in the opening. I don't know where that came from. Opening half. Nice feed by Ianni into Vasilakis, and he just lays it in. Another paint point for the Sabres. And they're up now 33-29 points for Vasilakis to lead Marian. Here's Vortes. Now Gooley. Gooley spins. And they're going to get a foul. That one is on Orozco. So Orozco gets the floor foul. Coming in for the Hawks will be Miles Townsend. Townsend will check in for Jace Gooley. And the Hawks will inbound. 6 team fouls for Illinois Tech, 5 for Marian. Here in the near corner, Carter. 16 on the shot clock, Ortiz. Swings it over to Walsh, back to Townsend. Miles Townsend loses the handle and taken by the Sabres. Oh, nice behind-the-back pass from Adorno to Vogel, and he lays it in. 15-point lead for Marian. And we're going to get a timeout called by the Scarlet Hawks. That is their third timeout of the half. And they trail 35-20. Timeout called by Illinois Tech with 1:26 to go in the opening half. We'll keep it here as Coach Gray just not happy with his team's performance here, just giving away a lot of easy buckets. And they just kind of look flat-footed right now, so hoping to at least get a push here to cut into this 15-point deficit with 1:26 remaining in the half. Coach Gray trying to send a message to the team to close out strong here, but Marian coming in 6-0 and looking every bit the part as they've opened up a 15-point lead. And again, the Hawks at one time tied the game at 20, and Marian has rattled off 15 straight points to take a 15-point lead here. So the Hawks just haven't been able to get stops, and they haven't been able to convert on the other end. Let's try and take a look at some of those stats here in the game. Trying to get points in the paint. Yeah, points in the paint. Marian 26, Illinois Tech 16. So 26 of the 35 points for the Sabres have come in the paint, kind of as we suspected, as we were just kind of seeing that play out. Bench points, Marian 10-3. Points off turnovers, Marian 15-2. So key stats favoring the Sabres right now. Here's Ortiz. Ortiz around, kick to Gooley. Far corner three, good! That'll break the drought. The Hawks get the bucket coming out of the timeout. That's exactly what they were looking for. Cut their deficit to 12. Driving the lane, Vogel. He's stopped there by Walsh. And now Adorno kicks it to Vogel. Vogel drives the lane, spin move, and Gooley kind of interfered with that shot. He got that length in front of him, and Vogel wasn't able to convert. Now the Hawks with a chance to get another bucket here on the exchange. Helen Watatani looking to check in here. Oh, Walsh almost loses it. Now to Carter. 13 seconds on the shot clock. Ortiz with the three. No good. Rebound, Vasilakis. Over to Adorno. Shot clock is off. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Marian will take the one last shot, so the Hawks get that three-pointer. And Marian with the opportunity to tack on to their 12-point lead. Here's Adorno drives, dishes to Ayeni, but there's a blocking foul before that. That's going to be on Gooley. And they're going to give it 2 shots. So Adorno will take the free throw. 7.2 seconds left, so the Hawks with an opportunity to get a possession here after the free throws. Adorno makes the first. Watatani in for Ortiz. 7.2 seconds remaining. That's 7 points for Adorno. As Trey Jenkins will check in after the free throw, we'll get the shooter. And a shot missed. Walsh with the rebound over to Carter. 5 seconds on the clock. Here's Carter. Long three. And off the backboard, no good. Time winds down. And your halftime score, Marian 36, Illinois Tech 23. We'll take an audio break here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Sabres 36, Scarlet Hawks 23. And welcome back into the Keating Sports Center. 36-23 is your score in favor of the Marian Sabres. Again, the Scarlet Hawks had tied that game up at 20. And then Marian had rattled off 15 straight points to take a 35-20 lead. The Hawks were able to get a three-pointer from Jace Gooley to cut it to 35-23, and then a free throw by Marian gave them a 36-23 advantage heading out to halftime. Let's go over those first half statistics. Leading scorer for the Sabres is Alex Vasilakis with 11 points. For the Scarlet Hawks, Garrison Carter with 9. As far as team stats are concerned, Marian with a 53% field goal percentage. Illinois Tech 34%. 3-point. Both teams struggling from three-point range. Both teams were 1 for 9 from three-point range for 11.1%, so nothing doing there. But again, Marian getting the points in the paint. We talked about that before halftime. 26-16 is their advantage there, and points off turnovers 15-2 for Marian. 10 turnovers for Illinois Tech, 4 for the Sabres. Rebounds, offensive rebounds favor Illinois Tech 7-2, and overall Illinois Tech 18-14. Free throw percentage, Marian 71%, Illinois Tech 67%. Not a whole lot though. They only shot 2 of 3 from the line, did the Hawks, and 5 of 7 for Marian in that first half. And we got a lane violation, so no good on that free throw attempt, so it'll be Illinois Tech ball. Or Marian ball, I should say. (36-23) your score. Here's Ayeni. Ayeni, nice feed inside, and that one rattles in by Vogel. Ayeni's done that a few times, finding the cutter. Going inside and getting the bucket was Marian. And now Carter dishes it to Ortiz. He's triple teamed. He still gets the shot off somehow. Did Nicholas Ortiz. We'll take a look at that one. For the Hawks. There you see Carter dishing it off to Ortiz. Ortiz fighting and getting that shot in. Oh, another baseline pass. Ayeni just missed that one, trying to get it over to Adorno, but unable to do so. Here's Biaggi. Kick to Ortiz. Ortiz fakes the three, goes inside, feeds it to Biaggi, lays it in. 38-27 now. The Hawks have cut their deficit down to 11. Jumper no good from Ayeni. Rebound pulled down by Vasilakis. Kicks it up high to Adorno. Adorno fakes the pass. Drives the lane. Vortez battling. Pass to the baseline. Ayeni blocked Aguadi. That's Aguadi's second block. And now the kick out. Here's Vasilakis. Near corner three. Good. Alex Vasilakis knocks down the three, and he's got a game-high 14 points. As Marian goes back up front by 14 now, 41-27. And we get a whistle and a foul on the floor. That is going to go on Sam Gingras. So Gingras gets the foul. That's going to be, that's his fourth. Gingras with 4 fouls. So we'll pay attention to that. No sub coming at this point. Carter drives a baseline. He's triple teamed, tries to kick it, and we're going to get a traveling call on Carter. So nowhere to go for Garrison Carter. Turnover for the Hawks. And Ianni to rebound, finding Adorno. Back to Ianni. Quickly breaking the press where the Sabres. Gingras spins inside. Shot unable to get it to go down. Rebound is loose, and jump ball is the call. And the arrow favors the Sabres. Vogel. Now baseline Adorno. Kicking up high to Ianni. Gingras. Back to Ianni. Ianni once more. Now Vogel. And they're going to get a foul on Ortiz. So Nicholas Ortiz with the block. And for Ortiz, that's his second. That's the team's first of the half. Here's Adorno. Fakes the 3. Now Vogel. Vogel to Ianni, baseline near corner. Spins around Aguadi. Tries to go back. Throws it to Vogel. 3-pointer. Off the iron, no good. Rebound Ianni. Ianni feeds it to Vasilakis, who's fouled. And that's either on Vortez or, no, that's going to be on Nicholas Ortiz. 2 quick fouls on Ortiz, and now he's up to 3. With 16:29 to go here in the second half. 41-27 your score. Alan Watatani will check in after the free throw to replace Ortiz. First one from Vasilakis, no good. And here comes Watatani in for Ortiz. And you can tell Ortiz still bothered by that spill there as he was holding his back coming off the floor. Second shot on the way from Vasilakis is good. 42-27 Marian. Back to a 15-point lead for the Sabres. Watatani near side, inside to Carter. Carter spins, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. That might be on Vasilakis. Let's see. Yeah, so Alex Vasilakis will pick up the foul. That's his first and team's third. Vortez to Aguadi. Back to Vortez. Near corner. Now he'll bring it up high. Darts into the lane, loses it, gets it back, dishes it to Aguadi. Jumper, 3, off the iron, no good. And the rebound pulled down, and we're going to get a foul on Biaggi. Oh, white 4, so that's going to be on Watatani. Watatani will get the foul. Jace Gooley will come in for Aguadi on the substitution. And it'll be Ianni to inbound. The Hawks putting on the pressure here. Trailing by 15. And it was a push off there by Adorno off of Watatani, but no call. Baseline drive, and we get a host of players down. And it looks like we're going to get an offensive foul. Now the referees are talking it over. And it's going to be on Adorno. So Adorno will pick up the foul. That's the charge. That'll be his second and the team's fourth. Carter to inbound. He's got Watatani and Gooley with Ianni and Adorno applying token pressure, and then they peel back. There's Carter. Carter tried to drive, and we're going to get the block on Ianni. Ianni will pick up his 5th foul, and now 5 team fouls on Marian here. Haven't even played 5 minutes in the half, so the fouls are picking up for the Sabres here in the second half. Hawks are driving, not settling for the jumpers here, trying to get into the paint. And it's not bringing them to the line as of yet, but it is getting the team fouls racking up. Vortez gets it to Carter. Carter had the ball knocked out of his hand. That's going to stay with the Scarlet Hawks with 19 seconds to go. How's the clock going? So they're going to adjust the game clock to 15:36 and 16 on the shot clock. And say 15:37 and 17 now. And now the clock has been reset. So 17 seconds on the shot clock. Illinois Tech ball. They'll inbound underneath their basket. Vortez looking for an outlet. Oh, finds Watatani, who lays it off. No good. And we're going to get a foul. Or do we have a foul? And it's going to be on Eli Vogel. So Vogel draws the foul, or gets the foul. Watatani will shoot 2. 6 team fouls for Marian. That's the first foul for Vogel. And Watatani makes the first. Trying to cut the Hawks deficit here to 13. And he makes the second. 42-29. Marian with the lead. Watatani applying pressure on Adorno. Gets it to Ianni. Ianni and Vasilakis not on the same page there as that pass goes awry. Ianni's been making those dimes all day long, though, so you can't blame him. He's had a bunch of assists on those points with the baseline drives. That time, him and Vasilakis not on the same page. So turnover, Illinois Tech ball. Trying to cut their deficit further. Gooley up high to Watatani. Now Vortez drives, spins back out, cuts back inside the lane. He slips. No travel, and now they get the travel call. It a delay call there as Vortez a little bit out of control there, and then he'll get the travel. So Marian will get the ball back. 15:02 to go. 42-29 is the score in favor of the Sabres. Couple substitutions now for Marian. Checking back in is Malik Hall and Trey Jenkins. Checking out is Eli Vogel and Sam Gingras. Inbound from Ianni to Adorno. 4-on-4 is the defense here as Watatani guards Adorno. And now Ianni top of the three-point arc. Ianni driving the lane. Adorno, he's going to be fouled by Ellen Watatani. So Watatani, he's picking up his 4th foul. That one's on the floor. That is the 4th team foul for Illinois Tech. And again, the 4th foul on Watatani. And heading to check in for the Scarlet Hawks will be James Palapel, first-year guard. Replace Watatani. So again, Ortiz sitting with 3 fouls. So, and also dealing with that back issue. So the first-year guard, James Palapel, will come in. And we're going to get a foul on Gooley. So Jace Gooley will pick up his 3rd foul, team's 5th. Another on-the-floor foul, non-shooting foul. And Adorno will inbound for the Sabres. Here's Ianni with Carter coming out. Ianni will just take the jumper, and it's good. Ianni just taking what's given, and he's able to sink that jumper. 44-29, back to a 15-point lead for Marian. Three-pointer, Vortez. Off the back of the iron, no good. Gooley got a piece of that, kicked it over to Vortez, driving the baseline. Carter. Hawks moving the ball around inside the paint. Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Carter off the glass and in. Good persistence there by the Scarlet Hawks. And they're able to get the bucket for the Scarlet Hawks. And now a turnover on the other end. Let's take a look at that play as Carter pulls down the rebound and throws it in. And the Hawks cut their deficit to 44-31, 13-point lead. Ayeni will come out, and coming in will be Jack Field for Marian. They'll take a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it here. 30-second timeout, Marian. Hawks get the turnover. Ortiz getting ready to check back in for Illinois Tech. And it's a 13-point lead for the Sabres. $13:59 to go. So on the floor for the Hawks, Biaggi, Gooley, Vortez, Ortiz, and Carter. And for the Sabres, it'll be Vasilakis, Hall, Adorno, Field, and Jenkins. Baseline Field. Now up high to Malik Hall. Malik Hall spinning in the paint, trying to get around Vortez. Good defense there. Kicked out high to Field. Malik Hall now on Vortez once more. He'll drive the paint, tries the spin move, and draws the foul. DeAndre Vortez with the foul. This will be a shooting foul as Malik Hall will go to the line. That's the first foul on Vortez. 6-team foul for the Hawks. And Malik Hall will go to the line to shoot 2. First one on the way is good from Hall. Adorno out, and back in is Harper Krolak for the Sabres. As Malik Hall gets ready to shoot the second. And that one's good as well. Back to a 15-point lead for Marian, 46-31, 13:33 to go. That's 3 points for Hall. Carter drives, dishes. Vortez up high to Ortiz. Now Gooley, three-pointer near side. Good! Jace Gooley with the 3. He's now got 9. The Hawks trim their deficit to 12. There's Hall. Good ball movement for the Hawks there. And now inside the paint, Jenkins lays it off, no good. Biagio gets it to Carter, over to Vortez, near corner 3. That one's misses wide. And Marian with the kick out. Here's Hall driving the baseline. Tried to feed it to Jenkins, but that one got through. Gooley picks up the loose change. And now he'll slow it down and kick it back up high to Biaggi. Vortez on the near side. DeAndre Vortez. Now far corner, Gooley. Off the hands of Carter, but Vortez able to track it down. Jumper, no good. Carter, rebound pulled down by Vasilakis. (46-34), 12:10 to go. Marian out front. Jenkins over to Vasilakis, back into Jenkins. No foul called there, and now Vortez will run it up. Vortez behind the back. Tried to lay it up, and he's going to be fouled. So Vortez draws the foul. That's going to be on Malik Hall. So Hall, that's going to be a shooting foul. Vortez to the line to shoot 2. And for Malik Hall, that's his first foul. As referee going over to give an explanation to head coach Drake Diener probably looking for a traveling violation on Vortez there, but none forthcoming. And drawing the foul was Vortez. First shot is good. DeAndre Vortez now with 7 points. Hawks trail by 11, trying to cut the deficit to 10. It's been a while since the Hawks have been under double-digit deficit here, and Vortez trying to help the Hawks claw in that direction. Now the deficit's 10. 46-36, 11:48 to go. 8 points for Vortez. Now Hall. Hall on the far side. Kicks it up high to Vasilakis inside Vasilakis' shot, no good. And then we're going to get a foul. The foul's on, trying to see who the foul's on here. I think they're calling it on Ortiz. Oh, no, they're calling it on Jenkins. It's a trip by Trey Jenkins. That'll send Ortiz to the line as the Hawks are in the bonus. Substitution, Jazz Orozco will come in to replace Jenkins. Jenkins goes out with the 2 fouls. One free throw with a chance for 2. And he makes the first. Well, the Hawks now have clawed back within 9. They trail 46-37. As Andrew Ayeni now will come back in the game, coming out Jack Field. Also coming back in is Sam Gingras, coming out Alex Vasilakis. Remember, Gingras sitting with 4 fouls for Marian. Ortiz trying to cut the deficit now to 8. And makes the second. This is the closest the Hawks have been in a while. 6 points for Ortiz. Double team and stolen away. Carter gets the steal and then stolen right back by Harper Krolak, and he feeds it into Gingras for the slam. Timeout Hawks. So Hawks had a breakaway opportunity there, but Krolak with the steal and throws it down to Sam Gingras, who gets the slam and puts Marian back up by 10, 48-38. And the Scarlet Hawks will call a timeout. This will be a full timeout. We'll take an audio break. You're watching Illinois Tech men's basketball on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Back at the Keating Center, and the Hawks just turn the ball over, and we get a foul on the other end. And that foul is going to be on DeAndre Vortez. For Vortez now, that's his second foul. This will be a shooting foul to the line to shoot two. Or no, this. No, this is a 1-on-1. And Hall misses. And the rebound out of bounds. It'll be Illinois Tech ball. No, it's going to be Marian ball. That was a kind of odd signal from the referee on the baseline. But now they're calling that's Marian's ball. Here's Ianni. Ianni dishes in the paint to Orozco, but that's deflected away. Now Vortez. Vortez off the glass and in. No foul. Hawks wanted the foul there, but bucket scored nonetheless. The Hawks back to an 8-point deficit, 10 points. And now we get a foul on Gooley. Oh, actually on Vortez. It's like a technical on Vortez. That's 3 fouls for Vortez, a technical foul. And shooting 2 will be Malik Hall as the Hawks just pulled within 8 with a technical on Vortez. And now Hall with the first, he makes it. And Hall will shoot the second of the technical free throws. It's good. Marian back up in front by 10. And now it'll be Marian inbounding the ball underneath their defensive basket. Up 50-40 with 10:38 to play. 8 fouls apiece for both, team fouls apiece for both teams, so both teams in the bonus. Single bonus. Ianni over to Krolak. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Krolak deflected away Ortiz, but it goes out of bounds. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Easy for me to say. And inbounding the ball for Marian will be TBD player. And that will be Malik Hall. Biaggi to front. Hall. Inbounded to Krolak. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Now here's Gingras. Sam Gingras lays it up and in, and a blocking foul on the Hawks. So it'll be the and one, and it's Garrison Carter draws the foul. For Carter, that's his first, team's 9th. And Gingras to the line to shoot the and one. I thought he got the bucket. You not make the bucket? I thought he made the bucket. I thought he made the bucket. Okay. He did? Okay. All right. They're calling the foul on the floor, so it'll be the So it's a 1-and-1. The foul was called on the floor before the shot, so it'll be Gingras to shoot the bonus. Oh, wait, now the 1-and-1. So it's 52-40. So it was the bonus for Gingras. I thought that's how that went down, but I have to wait for the officials in the score table to confirm that. 3-pointer by Gooley, no good. Rebound pulled down by Malik Hall as Marian back out front by 12. Now Hall has to dish it up high to Ayeni. Here's Krolak. Harper Krolak hands it to Orozco. Jazz Orozco back to Krolak. Ayeni on the baseline. He's guarded there by Carter. Ayeni tried to force that one in, but Carter was able to deny. Good job by Garrison Carter. Get the ball back on offense for Illinois Tech. Here's Carter, three-pointer, far side, off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound, Krolak. Now Krolak dishing it to Malik Hall, and that one's in. Fast break basket for the Sabres. That's 7 points for Malik Hall, and back out to a 14-point lead for Marian. Now Vortez. Ortiz drives, loses the handle, picked away by Ayeni, and quickly up to Hall, and he lays it in. Fast break point, another fast break point for the Sabres. They're back up front by 16, and we're going to get another timeout called by the Scarlet Hawks. And we're waiting on the full timeout for Illinois Tech. And they got one timeout remaining. Do the Scarlet Hawks. We'll keep it here. Do a reset here. 56-40, Marian out front. Illinois Tech with 9 team fouls. Marian with 8. Both teams in the single bonus. And let's take a look at some of the foul trouble in the game. For Marian, 4 fouls for Sam Gingras. And for Illinois Tech, 4 fouls for Alan Watatani. 3 apiece for Nicholas Ortiz, DeAndre Vortez, and Jace Gooley. Looking ahead for the Scarlet Hawks. They will be home this Saturday. Another conference game as MSOE comes to the Keating Center. That game time is at 3:15 p.m. That'll be after the women's game. The women's basketball team will host Concordia, Wisconsin at 1. And then the men will host MSOE, Milwaukee School of Engineering, at 3:15. That's this Saturday. Both those games right back here at the Keating Center and right back here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Don't miss the Scarlet Hawks in action. Illinois Tech will inbound, 56-40. They trail with 8:32 to go. Remember, the Hawks had cut their deficit to 8. But Marian has doubled back up their lead to 16. Baseline drive, Ortiz. Over to Vortez, near corner. Up high to Biaggi. Baseline, Ortiz. Far side, Gooley. 3! Off the iron, no good. Rebound, Carter. Garrison Carter will drive, jumper. And that one off the iron, off the backboard, no good. And now Krolak will bring it up over the timeline for Marian. Here's Ayeni, top of the key. Krolak, jumper from the free throw line, no good. Tip attempt, no good by Ayeni. Rebound pulled down by Gingras, and then Vortez took the ball up, missed the layup, and then the tip-in slam by Gooley was missed. Now on the other end, Marian misses, and Ortiz will bring it up as James Palop will get ready to come back in once more. Also, Owen Walsh. Ortiz through the paint. Three-pointer, Biaggi rims out, no good. Rebound, that's knocked out of bounds. They're going to say last touch by Marian. So now Palopel and Walsh, James Palopel and Owen Walsh come in for Illinois Tech. And coming out will be Nicholas Ortiz and Jace Gooley. And we're going to get a timeout called by Marian. So Marian with the timeout. And it is going to be a full timeout for the Sabres. So we'll take an audio break. You're watching Illinois Tech men's basketball on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. And back here at the Keating Center, Marian up 56-40 with 7:09 remaining here in the second half. Well, Marian looking very much like the undefeated team that came into this game. This is, again, their first conference game of the season. And they're off to a good start here, up by 16 with just over 7 minutes to go in the second half. Scarlet Hawks is their second conference game. They lost earlier in November at Concordia, Chicago. So if the Hawks fall to the Sabres here, they'll fall to 0-2 in the NAC and 1-6 overall. Marian will improve to 7-0 with a win and 1-0 in conference play. Take a look at the schedule for Marian, by the way, after today's game. And the shot clock runs out. Shot clock violation for the Scarlet Hawks. So after tonight's game, Marian will be home on Saturday. They'll host the Benedictine Eagles. That's a 1 p.m. tip over in the Sadoff Gymnasium up in Fond du Lac. So second conference game of the season. The Sabres will take on the Eagles of Benedictine, 1 p.m. Saturday. Giveaway there by Ianni, taken by Biaggi. Now over to Vortes. Vortes drives off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down Carter, and tip in. So Garrison Carter getting the bucket. And the Hawks will get a bucket there to shave their deficit, as we'll take a look at that play. Carter getting the rebound, putting it up and in. Substitutions for the Hawks, Ortiz and Gooley back in. Coming out is Biaggi and James Palapple. Here's Ianni off the glass and in. 58-42, back to a 16-point lead, 8 points for Ianni. The ball deflected out of bounds. That'll stay with Illinois Tech. Ortiz battling Ianni. Ianni knocked it loose. And then the ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be Marian's ball. Last touch by Ortiz and the Hawks. 5:30 remaining here in the second half. 58-42 is your score. Favor of Marian. Again, the foul situation, 19 fouls for Illinois Tech, 8 for Marian. Each team in the single bonus as Biaggi gets ready to check back in for the Hawks. He'll probably go in for, my guess is for Ortiz, but we'll see. Here's Ianni. And now Vasilakis. There's Jazz Orozco. Pass to Hall at the top of the three-point arc, dishing it over to Ianni. Far side three. Off the iron, no good. Rebound. And we get a whistle. And they're going to say shot clock violation on Marian. Owen Walsh out. Dario Biaggi in. Shot clock violation for Marian. Still a 16-point lead for the Sabres with 4:58 to go. So the Hawks need buckets in a hurry here. They're going to have to get their offense moving, get some motion going, and get some quick buckets. Gooley with a long three off the backboard, no good. Ortiz with the rebound, put back and in. Good job there by Ortiz to get the bucket. And pulling the Hawks within 12, or within 14. Ortiz with the bucket, I should say. And we get turnover. Walsh in for Gooley. Also coming in for Marian, Krolak, and Adorno back in. Coming out as Malik Hall. Actually, it just looks like Malik Hall. Here's Ortiz. Now Biaggi. 18 on the shot clock. Turnover. Biaggi threw it into the hands of Orozco. And now they'll work it back into Ayeni. Points in the paint once more for Marian. Here comes Marian back the other way. Orozco over to Vasilakis. Rebound knocked down by Biaggi. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Marian's ball. So Sabres ball, 3:32 to go. 16-point lead for the Sabres at 60-44. And it'll be 20 seconds on the shot clock for Marian. Here's Adorno on the baseline. Spins inside, kicks it out. Deflected away by Vortez. That one almost right in our kitchen here. And no table staff was harmed in the filming of that deflected ball by DeAndre Vortez. Now Vortez coming up a little lame on his back there after that deflection out of bounds. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Adorno drives the lane. Off the glass and in, and the foul. Basket counts. The foul's on DeAndre Vortez, and Brandon Adorno will go to the line. That's the fourth on Vortez. Adorno now with 9, a chance to get 10 on the and one. And make it a 19-point lead for the Sabres. He does. 10 points for Adorno. And a 19-point lead for Marian. We get a timeout called by Illinois Tech. That's their final timeout. It'll be a full timeout with 3:10 remaining in the game in the second half. And the Hawks call their final timeout. Now trailing 19. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Sabres as they've been able to extend it. Again, the Hawks pulled within 8 points, but Marian just too strong on this night. And the Hawks struggling with turnovers and points in the paint. Just don't have an answer for the Sabres on this evening. And they trail by 19. It's also a note that's the 10th team foul for Illinois Tech after that foul by Vortez. So Vortez has 4. The Hawks have 10 team fouls, so now Marian's in the double bonus from here on out here in the second half. Once again, a reminder, Illinois Tech basketball will coming your way again this Saturday. We have the women's team taking on Concordia, Wisconsin at 1 o'clock. And that's followed by the men taking on Milwaukee School of Engineering, MSOE at 3:15 or thereabouts, depending upon the finish time for the women's game. So don't miss the Scarlet Hawks in action right here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. I'll have the call for that as well for both of those games. And the Hawks will have a slew of home games next week as well. So plenty of home games here in December here. This is the finals week for Illinois Tech. And then semester break will start on Saturday. But that doesn't stop basketball from being played here at the Keating Center. They'll be home here for several dates. Next Wednesday and Saturday. As that three-pointer's well wide. But put back up by Walsh. That basket will count So Walsh gets the bucket. That's his first 2 points of the game. And then the following week, women's basketball will be home on the 18th. They'll take on Westminster College. And then we have a solo game on the 20th. Let me pull that one up. Ball deflected, a shot clock violation for the Sabres. A positive outcome there for the Hawks. And so next week, women's basketball will be at Eureka on the 11th, and then on the 12th, they'll be home to take on Maranatha Baptist University. On the 14th, the men are home to host Wisconsin Lutheran College. And then the week of the 16th of December, the Hawks will have a doubleheader. Women take on Mount Mary University at 12 on Wednesday the 18th, followed by the men in a conference game at 5 p.m. against St. Norbert College at 5 p.m., both of those at the Keating Center on the 18th. On the 19th, that's when Westminster College comes to take on the women's team at 5 p.m. And then the men will hit the road. They'll be at Kalamazoo on the 20th. So, again, plenty of home action for the Scarlet Hawks men's and women's team over the next several weeks here, heading into the winter break. And we'll have a wholesale line change for the Scarlet Hawks here as Alan Watatani, Tyler Kress will check in. Zach Unovich will check in as well, along with James Palapel and Miles Townsend. So a full-scale line change for the Scarlet Hawks. Checking back in for Marian will be Jack Field. He'll probably replace the shooter possibly in Ayeni, as Ayeni will finish up his free throw. 63-46, and he misses the second. Rebound, Townsend. Minute 25 remaining. Inside, Unovich gets it over to Townsend. Kress back to Townsend. Miles Townsend inside to Kress. Lays it off the iron, no good. Back to Kress. And now Townsend tries to drive the paint. Lays it off the glass, no good. Should be a shooting foul, I believe. And that foul is going to be on Jazz Orozco. So Orozco will pick up the foul. That's his second, team's ninth. Shooting foul. First shot by Townsend is good. And now coming in for Ayeni is Jack Field. And also coming in for Marian, number 43, Frederick Ware Jr., number 55, Max Murray, and number 20, Michael Matz. Coming off will be Adorno. We talked about Ayeni coming off. And then I believe Vasilakis as well. Here's Field. 58 seconds remaining, 63-48 Marian. Steal by the Hawks and Watatani. And now Townsend. Townsend drives, lays it off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down by Unovich. Jumper, no good. And rebound pulled down by Townsend. We're going to get a foul here. The foul is on number 25. That's Jack Field. That'll be a shooting foul, so 2 shots for Miles Townsend. Townsend has 2 points with the 2 free throws. Third free throw on the way is good. He's 3 for 3 from the line. And now Krolak will come out, and coming on will be Chris Hills for Marian. As Townsend will shoot the second of 2. And it's good. 63-50, a 13-point deficit here in the final seconds of this second half. Oh, Mills coming in and drawing the baseline, gets the quick bucket. Well, Chris Hills, I should say, getting the bucket. As soon as he steps on the court, here's Townsend. Townsend lays it off the glass and in. Miles Townsend with the bucket. Now a kick out. Inside the paint, drive off the glass, no good. Rebound and putback by Frederick Ware Jr. gets the putback bucket. 67-52. We're down to 16 seconds. Shot clock off. Watatani will just bring it over the timeline here as Townsend will take it. And they'll just step back here as Townsend will let the clock run down. And we'll just let this game clock expire. Your final score here from the Keating Center, Marian 67 and Illinois Tech 52, a 15-point victory for Marian as they extend their unbeaten streak to start the season to 7-0, and they start conference play 1-0 with the victory over the Scarlet Hawks. For Illinois Tech, they'll fall to 0-2 in conference play and 1-6 overall on the season. Again, reminder, Illinois Tech basketball will be back here at the Keating Center this Saturday as the Hawks women's team will take on Concordia, Wisconsin at 1 p.m. And then the men will be back on the court to take on MSOE. That's at 3:15 p.m. right here on the Scarlet Hawks Broadcast Network. Final score, Marian 67, Illinois Tech 52. This is Eric Willowhite saying so long from the Keating Center, and we'll talk to you on Saturday.